Hello, 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 Scorpios. Welcome to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. This is a general collective reading for the sign of Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus cross-watchers, you are welcome. Keep in mind, because this is a general collective reading, not everything will resonate. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. If nothing in this reading resonates, it just means, if I can get the words out. Wow. Okay, the reason I can't get the words out is because your cards want to pop already. So let's start over. If nothing resonates with you, it means that you're on a different timeline. Energy is fluid, and therefore, based on the choices and decisions you've made in your past, you could be on a different timeline that a different tarot reader is reading for. So I definitely urge you to look out for a different reading. You can always come back here at some point. You might be caught up to our timeline, or maybe you come down to our timeline. Who knows? They're all good. And we get there when we're meant to be there. I've already cleansed the space and pre-shuffled the cards through meditation, so that's all ready to go. Since my channel is new, I will tell you a little bit about me. I am an intuitive reader, which means sometimes the cards do not follow the direct meanings if you read a book or something on them, because I am guided to read them as they actually pertain to your situation. And it is going to be the primary situation that comes out. Keep in mind, there are scammers out there. I will never contact you for a personal reading or a donation. If you do that, report them. They're scammers. If you do want a personal reading or you want to donate to my channel, you can find that in the description information below this video or in the About section on my channel page. The other two, well, there's a couple different points I want to mention. I'm also a medium, an active medium. So sometimes spirit will come in with personal messages. If I ring the bell, that just means I am cleansing their presence. Which, forgive me, one is actually trying to come through right now. So I may have to ring the bell. But it helps me get back to the collective reading. I don't try to do the personals during my readings or let them take over the floor, because they will. And usually it's because they know that the Scorpio that they love and care for is actually going to be watching us, and they are looking to communicate with you. So, forgive me, I can't even get through this. Okay. All right, thank you, Scorpio. I'm really, really sorry about that. They come in when they feel like it. I don't have any kind of barrier or block with them. So thank you very much for your patience there. I also have Archangel Michael, who is my guardian and protector, with me at all times, and sometimes he has very special messages. When he talks, I listen. So that is a point where he kind of takes over the reading, and we let him do that. It doesn't happen often. That's why it's very important to listen when it does happen. The last thing that I do want to mention is that if you are, or please don't use tarot readings to supplement any type of medical, legal, or financial advice, especially if you're in currently or looking into getting into any mental health counseling. Never let a tarot reading supplement the advice you can get from a professional. This reading is for the week of 11/15 to 11/21 of 2021. If you come across this at a later point in time, that just means you were divinely guided to it. It is timeless overall, but the general collective of the group is ready for it at this point in time. You might be ready for it in a week or two. That's perfectly fine. How I read is my weekly readings are a 9-card spread, 3 past, 3 present, 3 future, and then I do a Celtic cross for the monthlies. So this one, we are going to do past, present, and future, and then I clarify everything with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. We got to get moving. Wow, Spirit is just jumping for you guys. I know your season just ended, or I think it did. We should be in Sagittarius right now, but wow, they're hopping. They're alive for you. All right, and this is, by the way, a couples reading. The Six of Swords in the past, the Magician in the past, and the Two of Cups in the past. Oh, looks like there was good love. Presently, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Not bad. Future, Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Your overall energy is Nine of Wands. This is really beautiful, Scorpio. I read across, up and down, and diagonally. So let's start with the overall energy though. The Nine of Wands, it does show that in your relationship, these relationship readings can be for people who are married, living together, dating, somebody brand new that you just met, that you're considering this as a relationship. So that's where couples comes from. If you're even dating but you're not really serious about anybody, you're single. Okay. This do you have for those of you in relationships, the Nine of Wands. It tells me that in this relationship, there's been a lot of ups and downs, or maybe some things that you've questioned, red flags. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know about that type of questioning. And with that questioning, it has meant that you've gone through a lot of battles. You've maybe accepted a lot of things you didn't think you would. And you're kind of towards the end where it's like, one more thing and I'm over the edge. Okay, I'm out of here. So you're somewhat wounded in this, but you're ready to go one more round, so to speak. Okay, you're like, listen, I can accept one more thing, but one more thing, and I'm done. I'm out of here. So that's kind of your general energy where you're really contemplating whether this is the right thing for you or not. Your past energy in this is the Six of Swords. You had traveled off to find something new and more rewarding. So you tried manifesting that. You harnessed all your power, put everything you have together. I often call this in this type of a reading, and what I'm actually seeing right now is like a woman sitting down at her vanity table and, okay, I'm going to put the cream on and make sure I don't get any wrinkles ever. And I'm going to, put on the perfect makeup and learn how to do my eyeshadow just right. She's manifesting, she's changing her image to be, to call in what she's actually looking for, which is something completely different than if she just goes out, doesn't do up her hair or makeup, and she's going to go plow a field or something, okay? And she's putting out a different image to her prospects when she is sitting down and working on herself. So all of a sudden, you went from kind of what you had to, I want something that's not as rocky, and you think if you revamp your image, you'll be able to manifest that partner that you want. And sure enough, you have the Two of Cups. So you were able to walk away from what you were in, create that, and find that soulmate, somebody that you thought was meant for you forever. And that could be the current relationship that you're in right now. We'll know more when we clarify it. In your current energy, you have the Four of Pentacles. So back from the Six of Swords, what you walked away from taught you to hold on to everything that you have. Don't be so giving in situations. The center of your reading is the Queen of Cups. So you have a ton of emotional energy. This is you, Scorpio. Okay? So you are representing yourself. You manifested, a new beginning for yourself and who you really are. You were no longer maybe in previous relationships or with exes. They made you feel like you were something you're not, or you weren't good enough, or you needed to alter your image in some way to meet their standards. You're finally coming out and shining and being you. You're being the Scorpio. You're ready to sting. And this comes from also, walking away and finding this Two of Cups. It has brought you back to who you really are. And also in your current energy, you have the Six of Wands. You're very victorious. You're victorious for manifesting. You feel very victorious for finding the love of your life, somebody that you're truly connecting with, and being genuine and true to you, and holding tight, not being as giving as you were in the past, or in other words, not just giving, but holding true to, if somebody tries to knock you down, you're going to be able to put them in their place and say, no, this is who I am. And that is who Scorpio has become. In your future, we're looking at, after walking away and realizing your truth about you, your Wheel of Fortune, you finally can move forward in a very good positive direction. The whole point was you had to find out who you were. You had to find out your character, your look, your style, who you wanted to be, what you wanted to call into your life, and then create that through yourself. And the way you did that was finding your inner self and loving you. So once you could actually figure out who Scorpio was instead of being there for everybody else, you were able to finally get that wheel to turn and budge a little bit in your direction. At least that's what's coming. The Nine of Cups, underneath what you've manifested, which was you, you now have the Nine of Cups. That's your wish come true. You're in bliss. You're like, the only thing next is the Ten of Cups, the perfect home and family and emotional love. And you're ready for that. You're ready to take that next step too. So this definitely is telling me there's a lot of couples out there that are not engaged or married, but they're ready for that. They're ready for the home and the kids and let's move on. Let's make this happen kind of thing. Or some of you who have been married for a while kind of want to rejuvenate that. You're looking forward to going back to that blissful time. So maybe your kids are leaving home. Finally, you're like, we can be young again, in spirit type thing. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is something that you've learned. Okay, I definitely think the learning was more about yourself because it comes underneath the Two of Cups and the Six of Wands. So you feel in love, you feel victorious, and now you're learning even more about yourself and kind of getting this little bit of an offer from this person of stability, grounding, seeing some potential of forever in this. Now it is just a page, so it is very new. It is very innocent at this point, so it's not, yep, let's tomorrow go buy a house together. Let's go get that engagement ring. Let's find that wedding date. It's like, let's consider these things. Let's consider our future together. So that looks really, really beautiful. Hopefully when we clarify it, we don't ruin it. Sometimes the original energy can be like, oh, that wasn't quite going to work out the way I thought it was. That's the way life goes, and it works the same in tarot. So let's clarify this Nine of Wands first. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, please shine your bright divine light into all Scorpios and me and these cards. Use these cards to clarify the base you have already provided us so that Scorpios have more guidance and advice moving forward. Nine of Wands. Right. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers. Yeah, definitely. So that wounding that you took was definitely from a previous relationship that you were in. And when you think back to some of that stuff, you realized how you had to ground yourself. Scorpios, your water, your emotion, being this grounded energy is not easy for you. But you were like, listen, I'm putting my stuff together. I'm willing to give this one more shot. And whether it was to find new love or in the current love that you're in, if you're at this point where you are at a breaking point, or this was a previous breaking point that took you to all of this that you're recalling, you had to go back and stabilize your life. So this previous love that you were in taught you everything you need to know about the current love that you're in. It might have unstabilized you to where you had to just go back to, I'm just going to focus on my money and career. I don't care about love kind of situation. Because the Queen of Pentacles, she's not necessarily the most loving. She's earthly, so she's kind. But she represents more of the let's get work done kind of energy. And, the Lovers was a choice. And again, we can see with this Nine of Wands, I'm ready for one more battle. That's all I've got in me. It was making the choice to whether you were going to continue to seek love or you're going to continue to move forward with this. You could also be sitting there with a lot of doubt, especially with this Page of Pentacles coming in the future. Whoa, okay, now this is what I wanted. This is what I manifested and brought in. But do I really want it forever? Is this my forever? And that could scare you a little bit. Keep in mind, you're probably basing it on a lot of past experiences because I'm not seeing the Fool here. You're not letting go of the past and just willy-nilly trusting the next situation. And that's going to be different for all of you based on what you've been through. Our circumstances are all different. Let's look at the Six of Swords, what you were walking away from in the past. What you walked away from felt like the Ten of Cups, and it took a lot of patience. So you were in a situation where you felt like it was emotionally exactly what you wanted. You couldn't ask for anything more. But it really wasn't fulfilling you. It wasn't, it was, you want your 10 cups. You want this total ultimate bliss that a Scorpio is water, your cups, and you wanted that. And so you had to cut ties and walk in a different direction because you weren't going to quit till you got that, which meant developing your temperance, your patience, you're like, listen, I just got to be patient about this. This isn't the one, and I can't waste any more time. And I've got to go find that emotional bliss I want to have, for some of you women, it's your biological clock was just ticking. You're like, I can't do this anymore this way. And that explains a lot of this overall Nine of Wands energy. Okay, take them. All right. So with the Magician, you're manifesting because you were walking away from a lot of sadness, working with others, and the Chariot again. So, we have the Chariot is definitely moving in a new direction. You were walking away from all that sadness. And what were you manifesting? Other people in your life, working with others, being stable and grounded. You wanted to walk away from all of this emotion. You're trying to forget this bliss that you're looking for. And you're just going to start working with others, head to the grindstone, get involved in groups to get to know more people, but it wasn't necessarily for an emotional purpose, and harnessing things and moving in the right direction. But regardless, moving away from that thing that you thought was going to give you emotional bliss that definitely was not satisfying you. And you weren't, because you were walking away from emotions as you were manifesting yourself, manifesting who you really are and being able to come out of that shell. You may have been in a previous relationship that really changed who you were. You were changing everything about yourself to meet that person's standards and kind of lost a piece of yourself. So it looks like you were really trying to get out there and be with others and not focus on a relationship. You were focusing on yourself, and that's a beautiful thing, Scorpio. Now this Two of Cups, Queen of Swords, and Strength. So yes, it caused you this relationship when it first came in to your life, and it looks like it's kind of right after or while you were working on yourself. You felt you had your soulmate, and this could still be the person that you're with, but you had to cut ties at some point, and it took a lot of strength. It took a lot of taming. I believe this is the same person that you walked away from that wasn't giving you that emotional bliss. It was what you thought was your perfect soulmate, but at some point you had to take out your sword and say enough is enough. It took a lot of strength and courage. It I think tore your heart, and you couldn't show people it tore your heart because you were the one making the decision. So this really feels like it's focused on a Scorpio that walked away from something they thought was meant for them in the past. Let's look at this Four of Pentacles. You're holding on so dearly right now. So you're holding on to your happiness, the Sun, and you've got a King of Pentacles. Okay, this beautiful energy, especially since your overall energy contains the Queen of Pentacles. So when you became that Queen of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles probably came into your life, or this past person that you detached from all of a sudden grounded themselves and came back as a King of Pentacles. This brings you a lot of happiness, but so you're holding on. You're now holding on to what's making you happy, and that is this King of Pentacles. It doesn't mean that it's not the past person. We don't know based on this card reading who that past person necessarily was. That's not telling us. I get a funny feeling it was a Cancer, which is different than this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles would probably represent more of a Capricorn or Virgo or Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus energy, and it's generally Capricorn when I do my readings. So it looks like holding on to what you have that made you happy or is making you happy is this King of Pentacles. Let's check out this Queen of Cups, which is truly you, Scorpio. You are the Queen of Cups. Tower. And 3 of Cups. Okay. So it looks like currently kind of what's going on is you're trying to hold on to what you have. And you're being you in all of your glory in your true form. However, there is currently a moment where things just, they're not feeling right. Something's falling apart. Something's not structured right. And it's because there is also this King of Pentacles has somebody else in his life. You are not the only one. For those of you who are married, this definitely feels not like an affair. So there's 2 sets here. I feel a lot of you that are in relationships but not married. The King of Pentacles is getting his cake and eating it too. Actually, he's not. Scorpio, this is you. It has just corrected. This King of Pentacles wants to bring you this happiness. You're looking at other options. You're not just settling down or settling on this. And if you're married, you've got a wandering eye or you're flirting with others and it's causing huge controversy. You're trying to be you. Playful, flirtatious, fun. You're keeping your options open, not necessarily intentionally. You do like this King of Pentacles person. They do make you happy. But this being flirtatious and open and making it look like you're looking at other options or you're keeping options open is causing a little stress on the relationship. But you also have 6 of Wands here, so you've tamed the lion. You're very victorious in this situation. Because we have the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. Okay. Okay. So you have found yourself, you have become victorious over this 2 of Cups love, that you had to have all this strength. You have become, Scorpios are beautiful anyway. People, just look at their eyes. Their eyes will just totally draw you in. But now you're also being seen on the outside as glamorous. And there is a new love offer, some new passion being struck up because you're embracing almost like a Leo quality. So you could have a lot of Leo in your chart. And because you've got the Strength and the Queen of Wands, both Leo cards above each other. So you are victorious in your own right in love. And you're almost being given a fresh start, a fresh slate with the partner that you're with. I'm thinking that, this Tower moment is almost jealousy on your partner's behalf because, you're coming across as this wonderfully emotional person that's got it together. And you're also, the Queen of Wands, which is center of attention and extremely, eloquent and beautiful and majestic. And yeah, there's offers of love everywhere for you, but you only have 1 cup for this person that you love so much. Wow. Scorpio, I think you got your stuff together. I think everybody else around you is a little confused. a little confused because you're playing a different game than everybody else. Now this Wheel of Fortune moving forward. Ace of Swords, truth be known, and Six of Swords. So moving on again, what you were doing up there, you're taking your Wheel of Fortune and you're moving on with truth and clarity. That could definitely be with your partner here, this King of Pentacles, that brings you so much happiness. You know, it's like, truth be known, I don't want these other people. This is, it's my Queen of Wands energy that is very flirtatious and being out there and drawing them in. I'm a Queen of Cups. I love you with all my heart. And let's get away from all of this jealousy and let's move on to smoother waters. So I think the air kind of gets cleared between you and your partner moving forward, and that dust kind of settles in there, but it looks like there's a little vibe of tumultuous energy. The Nine of Cups, your happiness that you are moving into. Ace of Pentacles, you have so many aces, this is beautiful. And Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, you're taking this, you're going off right now and being victorious with a new start in love with your partner. Then you're going to have a new start of communication and logic and truth. You're also, after this Tower moment, you know, ends and you get past this jealousy, so to speak, you're going to be able to plant this seed and watch it grow into 7 more. So, you know, and this is going to be grounding. Everything's grounded. It's not all this fun, flirtatious energy anymore, because you're realizing this is your wish come true. And you're so happy emotionally that you're almost at this 10 of Cups that you wanted way back here. You've moved forward and you've gotten to that 9, and now you're planting that seed and letting it grow. And it could also mean that you and your partner are financially going to do well as well. All right. And for Page of Pentacles, we get the Six of Wands again and the Three of Wands. So yeah, this fresh beginning, this new offer of faith and trust with each other is very rewarding. So see, we have the Six of Wands and Six of Wands again. So again, you're riding your horse. Everyone's noticing you. You're definitely doing something right. And you're just going to look off in the distance and see what this Page of Pentacles, this new fresh offer actually has for you in this relationship. So you've planted this pentacle now, you know, and learned something new about yourself. You're riding high, keeping your head held high. And now you're going to, just like this, wait for these to grow. You're looking off in the distance, waiting to see what else is there for you and your partner. I don't see any kind of breakup stuff in here, or divorce necessarily. So if you are in that point where you think, oh, this relationship is kind of over, I'm ready to divorce this person, be forewarned that this Tower moment is completely temporary. And you've got 3 aces here, which is all new beginnings with this person. You're currently feeling new emotions for them. You're going to get truth. You're going to get clarity. You're going to get something stable. So once this partner of yours sees this stability, and that stability is what's making you happy, and they're going to, you know, you're both going to learn something new about each other that is going to allow you together to be able to look off into the distance to see what the world has waiting for you together. Okay, this guy is standing alone right now, but that's because it's this page energy. When it gets into the Knight and then the King, which shares your King of Pentacles here, so your King of Pentacles does turn into a page in a way, but they want a new beginning too. They want to be able to erase all of this and start over. So it looks like, you know, in the past, you've learned lessons from previous relationships that have taught you how to deal with what you're going through right now. The best part of all of this is you have found you. You know what you want. You're not settling for anything else. And so this person who's on the journey with you is taking the journey with you. And no matter how many times you guys have to start over and be at this 9 here, and say, I've been wounded, I don't know how many more times I can go through this with you, you love them enough to keep going through it one more time. So you have an amazingly strong connection with your partner that is very, very beautiful. And you guys are definitely going to make it through what you're going through right now. I would say for the majority of you, the biggest thing is jealousy. At this point is really what I'm reading. Either you're jealous of your partner is jealous of you. And it's not even that there's anything grounded or stable to put this jealousy in. It's a feeling. It's watching them interact with other people. And you just get a feeling that, maybe they're looking for something else out there. Maybe I'm not enough for them. All right, you got fogged in. Go slow and take your time. Exactly. That's where this Page of Pentacles, comes into play. It's youthful, new beginning. Take your time with it. Let it grow right. And don't, rush anything, especially those of you who aren't married or aren't even living together. You don't need to, rush a good thing. If it's good, just savor it. Savor it. It's like taking the best piece of chocolate, putting it in your mouth. You don't want to swallow it right away. You want to savor that taste, because you may not get it again. So I recommend savoring the moment, sitting in it. Let's get a couple romance angel cards for you. See if that clears anything else up here. We have worth waiting for. This is so beautiful. And let go of control issues. Exactly. Jealousy can definitely come from that. So it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And then let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Exactly. Don't try to control it. Don't try to push it. Don't expect something that, may not happen. Allow it to flow. Okay, and it's worth waiting for. It's worth allowing that flow, because what you're going to have in the end from your patience that you did learn in your past, and remember the past taught us this is going to take patience, that we can't control everything, and sometimes we have to wait for the right time for things to come to us. If they come to us in the wrong time, we're going to lose it, and we could waste a whole bunch of time waiting for that to come back around, and we don't want to do that. You're in a very beautiful situation not to do that. And Archangel Michael says, focus upon divine and perfect health. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. And perfect health and well-being is, also mental well-being. So, if one of you has health issues, something like that, definitely be there to support each other and focus on that. The other thing is, your mental well-being. If you let go of those control issues, you let go of that jealousy, then you focus on what's most important mentally is that person is still with you. That is going to be your best benefit, and it's definitely going to help your health. So that is all I have for you right now. I'm not doing extended readings to dig into this any deeper. If you do resonate with any of this, please comment below. I would love to interact with you. If you like how I read, please like, share, and subscribe so that other viewers can get to see my channel. Thank you.